Okay, so we have a 440 here, and it's got a broken bolt off in the pan rail for the oil pan. And it got covered up with silicone by some previous owner of this motor. So we don't know if there's a broken tap off in there, a busted drill bit. It looks like somebody's been drilling on it. I can't see for all of the RTV around it. We took the pan off of it. We've got the bottom end taped up real good to where we're not going to be butting a bunch of trash on the bottom end of the motor. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bevel around that hole, clean it out, see if I can see if there's something, and that's also going to help us with pulling it out. So I'm going to clean that out first. Okay, I don't see anything hanging around the threads of it, so I set a washer right over it, right over the center. Put our ground clamp on there. MIG welder. MIG won't stick to iron, but it sticks to steel. It's a steel washer, it's an iron block. So we should be good. So we used a washer instead of a nut first because that got us a really good weld to the stud without getting a lot of over splatter weld on the rest of it. We're gonna set a nut on there. Sometimes I'll use a bolt because the bolt's easier to weld to. We're just gonna put a couple of tacks on there. Short first one in here. Drew that up. I'm gonna get a hammer real quick. When I tacked it on the side, it just drew that up and just knocking it back flat there. Nothing hardcore. Just gonna tack it on 3 sides. Now, if everything worked right, that should just come right off there. I'm gonna let that heat soak just a smidgen. I'm gonna get a socket. A socket and a ratchet over the wrench because I get to hold the pivot and not twist on it, but rotate it more. And we're just gonna feel it here. Oh, look at that. It's already cooled off enough. I didn't even have to get nasty with it. So I'm gonna call that a successful pan bolt extraction. Oh, look, it had blue Loctite on it. And however long this video is, that's real time. That's how long it took. So instead of fighting the drill bits and the easy outs and everything, if you got a simple MIG welder, you can pull bolts out of cast iron really easy. As long as somebody hasn't broke a tap off or got the hole drilled off center with an easy out or long as they haven't done that, the threads are still good. It'll come out.